You're listening to the Throttle to the Floor podcast. Hey y'all, welcome to today's special 50th episode of the Throttle to the Floor podcast. I'm your host, Will Earnest, here today with my co-host, Evan Sager, and my guest, Noah Altman.
Hello, y'all.
How you doing?
So we're going to jump right into it. Got some other things, some lawsuit updates, if we will. I'm going to first mention this. Evan put this in the podcast group chat right after Friday's episode just occurred last week, but Nitro Motorsports has filed a lawsuit against Leland Honeyman over a number dispute in the 2026 ARCA Menards Series. So as if we didn't have enough lawsuits already, I mean, here we go. And to kind of update on the other active lawsuit situation, speaking of which, the judge in the Joe Gibbs Racing and Inspire Motorsports lawsuit ruled that Chris Gabehart could continue working for Spire, but he cannot perform any duties at Spire that he was doing while he was the competition director at JGR. And the judge also ordered that Gabehart, he'll return any JGR data or secrets that he possesses and not copy or use any of it. And JGR is required to post a $100,000 bond. So, yeah.
Quite the hefty fine, but justified.
Yeah, hopefully we are done with lawsuits, please.
At this rate, probably not.
Probably, you're right. We'll get a lawsuit within like a couple weeks or something. But jumping right into the action, we're going to start with St. Petersburg for the Truck Series. And I just want to say this. For a tight street course race that the trucks have never raced on, and with very little practice, they only ran like 10 minutes of practice, no qualifying, and no competitive pit stops. I mean, that was a pretty decent race.
Yeah, all things considered, I will say it performed a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben Rhodes, he took control for the early part of this race. He won stage one, and then in stage two, we saw the front row trucks. He had Chandler Smith up front until Lane Riggs, his teammate, he ran him down and passed him to win the stage. And then, of course, like any good Truck Series race, chaos started happening, and I just want to say Ty Majeski, he's probably going to be kicking himself after he's leading late in the race, and he just overdrives the last corner and loses like 5 spots. He about got stuck in that tire pack.
Yeah.
He managed to get back on track and eventually finished in second, but I mean, he probably could have at least had a chance to run down and even pass Lane Riggs for the win. If he didn't run off course there. But yeah, I mean, Majeski and Rhodes, even though Majeski made that mistake, they tried to close late, and it sounded like Lane Riggs was low on fuel, but as we saw in that burnout, he was definitely not low on fuel.
Michael McDowell?
Lane Riggs, he wins in the debut Truck Series race on the streets of St. Petersburg, his first road course win, his 6th Truck Series win. He started 28th, which is the worst starting position on a road course race for a winner in Truck Series history, and Ford finishes 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first time since Sonoma in 1998.
And going back to what Will said about starting in 28th place, like, you just got to think about how impressive that is to navigate your way all the way up to win that race on a course you barely had any practice on.
And no qualifying either, being it was washed out. So.
Yeah.
All things considered, Lane Riggs is becoming one of the top performing drivers in Truck Series nowadays, which I'm here for. I like Lane Riggs as a Truck Series driver. I feel like he's kind of becoming the next Matt Crafton, I feel like, eventually.
I mean, it's a little early, but
I think he's finding his place.
I'll give you that, but just give it like 10 years and we'll revisit that. But yeah, standings after St. Petersburg for the trucks. Stacy leads Bernardo by 82, Noah by 118, Evan by 138, Haley by 146, and me by 173. But hey, I didn't score only 1 point in the truck race this week, so making progress. I mean, Gio Ruggiero, he was up there in like the top 10 pretty much all day, and then he got put in the wall.
Yeah.
And ended up finishing 25th. He was my pick for that race. Evan, you picked Daniel Dye. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, just average. Nothing too flashy, nothing amazing, unfortunately, but
Average Ram Trucks day.
literally.
Haley picked Stuart Friesen, who finished 26th. Stacy picked Chandler Smith, who finished 4th. So makes sense why she still has such a commanding points lead. Bernardo picked Enfinger, who only finished 22nd, and Noah, he picked Colin Brown, who finished 9th. Great run. He was the top Ram truck in that race. So,
which I mean is pretty impressive. I mean, like I've said before, it's just a road course. I mean, oh my gosh, a street course that they didn't have much practice on. So I'm happy with the result.
yeah, for sure. Getting into IndyCar now. Big crash on lap 1, and it involved rookie Mick Schumacher, Santino Ferrucci, and Stingray Robb. But I mean, this is what we talked about last Friday on the preview show with like how tight street courses like St. Petersburg are compared to road courses like Coda. I mean, on a road course you have lots of runoff, but like on a street course, if you end up off course or off track, you're gonna hit the wall and you're probably gonna be done. So
Yeah.
Which, sorry, I'm going to go back to trucks here for a second. But honestly, I was expecting a bigger crash in the beginning for the trucks because IndyCar had 2 practice sessions that they got to do, and trucks didn't have anything, and they're heavier vehicles, and I just didn't think they'd be able to control as well as they did.
plus less experience.
Yeah.
I mean, IndyCar, they've been running on the streets of St. Pete since like 2003, whereas the trucks, it was their debut race, not just at St. Pete, but on a street course in general.
Yeah.
So it was pretty impressive for those truckers out there. But back to IndyCar, Scott McLaughlin, who won the pole, and Alex Palou, they controlled this race pretty much from start to finish. They led 93 of the 100 laps. Palou, despite being late in the race, ending on the hard black Firestone tires compared to the softer and faster red Firestone tires that McLaughlin and Christian Lundgaard were on. Palou ended up winning by 13 seconds for his second win in a row at St. Pete, his 20th career win, and his 45th podium, aka his top podium, aka top 3 finish. And get this, just his 99th IndyCar Series start. So I mean,
That is very
he's already a
impressive.
4-time champion, going for his 5th overall championship and 4th in a row, and it's a pretty good start to go back to back in the season opening race. I mean, last year he won 5 of the first 6 races, and the one that he didn't win was Long Beach, and he finished 2nd to Kyle Kirkwood. So
I mean, yeah, it's just impressive.
yeah, McLaughlin finished 2nd from the pole. Lundgaard passed Kyle Kirkwood late in the race to finish 3rd. So I take an early lead in the IndyCar points by 17 over Bernardo, 32 over Stacy, 42 over Evan, 50 over Noah, and 56 over Haley. Naturally, of course, it's because I picked Alex Palou, who won the race and led the most laps with 59. Evan picked Louis Foster, finishing 14th, led a couple laps. Haley, Willpower did not have a great day.
No, he did not.
He crashed in practice and just ended up crashing again, and I mean, he just needs experience with Andretti, being that he left Team Penske, which he had been there since 2009. He just needs time.
He needs time to adjust to the new everything with that car.
Yeah, pretty much. Stacy picked Newgarden, who finished 7th. Bernardo picked McLaughlin, who finished 2nd from the pole, and Noah picked Alexander Rossi, who finished in 16th. But I mean, he started last, so I guess finishing 16th isn't that bad.
All things considered, it's not a bad run.
No, not at all.
But getting off the streets now and getting to Circuit of the Americas, where Cup and O'Reilly's race. We'll start with O'Reilly's. Shane Van Gisbergen, I mean, he got the jump on Connor Zilic at the start and kind of just took control from there. Austin Hill was able to win the first stage, and I mean, I want to start with 17-year-old Brent Cruz. His O'Reilly Series debut was very impressive. He ran top 10 for pretty much the whole second half of the race, even led at some points. It's not like it was Connor Zilic at Watkins Glen in 2024, but
Still, all things considered, not bad.
great run. And he's going to miss a few races on the larger tracks before he turns 18, so yeah. Sam Mayer also, he won stage 2, and it seemed like he had this race in control until the final stage, and SVG took Mayer and Jesse Love 3 wide to get the lead back, and then Mayer started to fall off in the final stage. But for a time, it looked like Sam Mayer had the best car as well. But for a road course race, I felt like the O'Reilly's race, you definitely had a lot more comers and goers that you would normally see.
Yeah. It was the same way with the Cup race, too.
That's a good point, yeah.
I know we're not on Cup yet, but it was a very competitive road course. I was very surprised. No one really dominated the whole race.
I think it was just kind of like I think it was just because it was hot and slick, and that caused some other issues that we'll get to later on. But after a caution with Sage Camp, lots of chaos started to happen in, a typical lower series NASCAR race.
Chaos.
Sam Mayer, he threw away an easy top 5. He drove in way too deep in 6A. And Corey Day, once again, he caused multiple wrecks, still finished 5th, but let's just talk about Corey Day for a second. He did apologize for his actions, which was good. That's about where the good news ends.
Yeah, he's a wrecking ball.
Yeah. He wrecked Connor Zilic towards the end of the O'Reilly's race 2 days ago, but, it's still an ugly deal, even though he did apologize. But, don't get me wrong, Corey Day has talent. It's just he needs to find a better and cleaner way to show it. Although, you could say that about Carson Hocevar as well.
I was about to do that comparison right there. They are very similar in how they race.
Yeah, but it's basically just a coin flip, apples to apples, like, Corey Day and Hocevar. SVG on the final restart, he goes 4 wide in turn 1. Not quite 7 wide with Corey Heim at the end of the Phoenix truck race last year to win the championship, but goes 4 wide in turn 1, and SVG pulls away to win once again on the road. It's his first win in any series at COTA and his 5th O'Reilly Series win. So, yeah, I bet SVG wish he could double up in the Cup race, but not quite. We'll get to that in a minute, though. Standings for O'Reilly's: Bernardo leads me by 38, Stacy by 44, Noah by 76, Evan and Haley are tied at 85 back at the bottom of the O'Reilly Series standings. Our picks, I picked Sam Mayer. He finished 14th. Somehow, I don't know how he didn't get stuck in the tire pack at 6A when he overdrove it towards the end of the race. I really don't know how he didn't. Evan picked Sammy Smith, who finished 3rd. Kind of a shocker. But at the same time, Junior Motorsports.
Yeah.
Haley picked Austin Hill, who finished 2nd. Somehow, Austin Hill was not the wrecking ball in this race.
Corey Day is turning into Austin Hill.
Yeah, that's what I said. Stacy picked Justin Allgaier, who finished 8th. Bernardo picked Connor Zilic, who was looking like he was going to charge back up through the field, and then he gets turned.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, thanks to Corey Day. I'm just not realizing Connor Zilic got turned a bunch this weekend, as we'll see in the Cup race. We'll talk about him even more. Noah, he picked Jesse Love, finished 4th.
Yeah, happy with it.
Just another day.
Yeah.
Getting into Cup. Good amount of storylines in Cup. That's kind of the big talking point, as we'll see. But Chase Briscoe and Ryan Blaney, they started trading for the lead early. Briscoe had a fast car until he's had transactional trouble. And, he actually had difficulty over the radio with crew chief James Small trying to find the damaged vehicle policy or DVP area. And so just, classic James Small and number 19 car radio.
Wait, bro, it's right here, mate.
Yes. Ross Chastain won stage 1, and he also had a fast car until late in the race. He lost a wheel, which was the only caution all day besides the stage break cautions. Yeah, Ty Gibbs, he won stage 2. I was impressed with Ty Gibbs today. I mean, obviously he didn't win, but, I mean...
First career stage win.
Yeah. But he won stage 2, and despite winning stage 2 and obviously, you know, starting in the back in stage 3, he still managed to make up pretty much all that track position and come home with a 4th place finish, which for Ty Gibbs is pretty good.
Yeah. All things considered, I will say Ty Gibbs is starting to turn around this year.
A little bit.
I think he's finally going to hit... I think he's going to get his first career win this year.
Where do you think he's going to get it?
Honestly, I think it's going to be that short track. I really feel like he's going to win Martinsville. Why? I don't know.
Martinsville? Okay.
I just have a feeling Martinsville, he's going to win. I don't know if it's
Bristol?
going to be... Yeah, one of those two. Or even like a Gateway. Or Iowa.
Or New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't hate that. Yeah, and then it was Blaney and the man of the hour that we'll get to in a few minutes. Tyler Reddick, they were battling for the lead in stage 3, but just Reddick and Blaney's cars were so evenly matched today for much of this race until that last stint where Blaney's car started to fall off a little bit and he eventually finished 8th. But I feel like Reddick and Blaney had the 2 fastest cars today, in my opinion.
I do too.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Connor Zilic, who I believe had the 3rd fastest car today. I mean, to come back from 2 spins during the race and still pass all of those cars to finish 14th. I mean, he probably passed like 50 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty sure he passed the most cars.
He did.
So, yeah, Zilic was faster than SVG. It's just Zilic never really got to show it because by the time he got to the top 5, he got spun again.
Yeah.
So.
It's like people were out to get him.
I don't know. It was, I wouldn't say that. It was just more of like, just turn 1 at Coda, just calamity chaos. Well, I don't know about that first one, Suarez. Ugh, that was ugly. The second one, it was just Hamlin into Byron, who got into Cindric, who got into Zilic. I mean, that was just a late race deal in turn 1. That's just what Coda's known for. Yeah. And also, Fox. What are we doing?
Like,
I mean, you promised that we would not have full-size commercials during green flag racing, and then I look up, and for the span of about 10 to 15 seconds, it plays a full-screen commercial during green flag racing. I don't care that it's a road course. You promised.
You said, oh yeah. That's Fox for you.
It's like we said on Friday. We thought Fox was taking the steps in the right direction, but when I was watching the green flag go, I just saw Fox take a step back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, also late in the race, Michael McDowell had an interesting strategy. He stayed out pretty much as long as he could on the pit cycle, and despite even the caution where Chastain, he lost his wheel, it still worked out, and he still finished 5th.
Michael McDowell has got to have some extra fuel in that car. I don't know how, but the 500 and this one, I don't get where he's getting this extra fuel from.
Where is he? I don't know. I mean, Michael McDowell is a renowned road course and super speedway racer, so I don't know. Maybe he just knows something that we don't.
Yeah, literally.
And that the field doesn't.
He knows more lore than we do.
I guess. I don't know. But and there's just cool suits. Why do they keep failing? I mean, multiple failed throughout the weekend, both at Coda and at St. Pete, all series. I mean, Larson's failed, AJ Allmendinger's failed, and he had to go to the infield medical center where he was released. Alex Bowman got sick. I don't know if it was the same thing, but I'm sure the heat probably made it at least worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And shout out to Myatt Snyder. He was pit spotting for Jamie Little and managed to get into Bowman's car, not tear the thing up, and finish the race. So
yeah. Shout out Myatt Snyder.
Shout out Myatt Snyder. Myatt Snyder 2026 Cup ride.
I also want to touch on this. I saw a comment on this. Why don't they just have pit reporters back in fire suits again?
That's a good point. That's actually a great point. I don't know. It felt better when they were in fire suits.
Yeah.
Whatever. It just felt right. But and also I think it was the truck race at St. Pete, but victory lane interviews.
Yes.
At least like they sometimes do it. There's some victory lane interviews are so much better than running out to the front stretch immediately.
Yes.
Like you don't have time to soak it in. Like let the winner soak it in on the front stretch, and then while they're going to victory lane, it's the perfect time to get second, third, fourth, tell all the other stories of defeat while they're still there, so they don't have to wait on everything and then go to victory lane and actually get the winner. Save the best for last, if you will. Also Tyler Reif in the Truck Series at St. Pete, he had to go to a local hospital for also heat exhaustion. I don't know if his cool suit failed, but something. It seems like everywhere we have like a hot weekend, I also think of, I wouldn't be surprised if San Diego has the same problem, but I always think of, June or July or whenever they run it, Sonoma in California in the middle of summer, everything is dry. It's all dry, and it's always very hot. It feels like that's always seems to be like the hottest race of the year. But it seems like every time we have a really hot weekend, someone's cool suit ends up failing. But like, where are these being made?
China.
Are they just bought off a Temu or something?
Like, I don't know, but I think in this next off season they need to come up with a new idea or something
sooner
to
than that.
Keep these racers safe. Because if we keep having to send racers to local hospitals for heat exhaustion, what's next?
Track temps, let me just say this. Like, to normal people, they see the outdoor temperature is like 85 degrees, and they don't think anything. But, like, if it's like 85 degrees outside, track temps will be like 110, 120. But inside the car, it can get up to 150 degrees.
Yeah.
Sure, you have fire suits, but it's like, imagine racing inside of an oven in your kitchen.
Literally.
It's just, having these cool suits fail is just inexcusable for driver safety, and this needs to be fixed. Not by the next off season, knowing NASCAR, they're going to wait till that long, but it should be fixed a lot sooner. It should be fixed like ASAP, pretty much. But back to history now. Tyler Reddick, he managed to pull away from SVG to win by almost 4 seconds, and Reddick, he makes history by becoming the first driver in NASCAR's 77-year history to win the first 3 races in a row to start a Cup Series season. And Reddick led a race-high 58 of the 95 laps on the way to victory. And his win from the pole, which technically it's his second straight win from the pole, as he won the pole at Atlanta due to qualifying being rained out because of the metric. But it's his second win at COTA after 2023, his 11th career Cup Series win. But can he win 4 in a row?
I know, realistically, it's a realistic shot, honestly. Phoenix is not a horrible track for Toyotas. All things to consider.
Phoenix is not a horrible track for Toyotas, but Reddick doesn't do that great there. But, this is unparalleled momentum for Tyler Reddick. I wouldn't be surprised.
And if he can build off this momentum, it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah, it sets him up so much better for the chase when we get to that point this fall compared to, if we still had the playoffs.
Yeah.
It sets him up so much better because if he can enter as the top seed in the chase, he's got like a 25-point advantage over second, whereas if today, if we started the playoffs because, of playoff points from back in the old system, he wouldn't have a 25-point advantage.
Yeah.
So, but Reddick has already set history with 3 for 3 on wins this year, but just 4 in a row in general is something we have not seen in a very long time. It hasn't happened in Cup since Jimmy Johnson back in 2007. Larson was close in 21 during his first championship. He won 3 points races in a row, and also the All-Star at Texas was smushed in there, so I guess he kind of won 4 in a row, but not really. And then Pocono was going to be the 4th points race in a row until last lap, last corner, he was leading, and a left front tire went down, and he lost the race to teammate Alex Bowman. So, I don't know. We'll see. Do I think Tyler Reddick's winning at Phoenix? No. Do I think a Toyota's going to win at Phoenix? Yes. But not Reddick. Our standings after COTA for Cup. Haley leads me by 32, Stacy by 34, Bernardo by 38, Noah by 49, and Evan still 94 back, but, it could be worse. You could be like me in the Truck Series.
Yeah, it's not looking great for me so far.
Yeah.
It can only go up from here.
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. But our picks for Coda in Cup. We all finished top 14, so I guess just good for us, I guess. I picked Zilich, who should have finished better than 14th. Shouldn't have got spun twice.
Just an unlucky day.
I don't know. I mean, it tells you how fast that car was, being he didn't finish 30th or 25th.
Yeah.
Which he started 25th to begin with. So even before he got spun, he still passed a lot of cars. But just to finish 14th, just a great job on the 88 crew. Evan, you picked Kyle Busch, and I'll give you credit. He was on my 36 for 36 pick on NASCAR Fantasy. So, but yeah, Kyle Busch 12th. He was up there.
Yeah, he wasn't. It kind of reminded me of how he did the Daytona 500 in a sense.
He was up there and then just kind of just eh.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't give up like he did at the end of the 500.
True.
Yeah. Haley picked SVG, who finished second. SVG should not have finished second.
No, he didn't have the second best car.
SVG, in my opinion, had the fifth fastest car.
Yeah, I would say
It goes Reddick, Blaney, Zilich, Ty Gibbs, SVG, and then I think Briscoe and Chastain.
Yeah.
Those were like the 7 cars that truly contended and had a chance for the win today. Unless I'm forgetting one, but yeah, so, yeah. Stacy picked Blaney, who he had the second fastest car until he fell off on that last run, only finished 8th. But Blaney was right up there with Reddick. They must have just made the wrong adjustment on that last pit stop. Or something.
I don't know what they should have done. They shouldn't have changed that car at all. I feel like though.
I mean, if it was doing good, yeah, they should have just.
Well, they needed to make a tiny adjustment because to keep up with the track, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like they just went over on that adjustment. It's like the car was still good, but it wasn't competitive, and it just started slipping back, and it almost kind of just held up everybody else, and that's why SVG got close within a few tenths, but he eventually faded to almost 4 seconds, which beating SVG by about 4 seconds is pretty good,
considering a road course.
Yeah. Bernardo picked Larson, who finished 6th despite, as we mentioned earlier, his cool suit failing. Yeah. Hendrick was interesting today. Of course, Bowman got sick and couldn't even finish the race. Larson had his cool suit failed, and Elliott and Byron were just kind of just nowhere to be found, yet they still finished right up there with Larson. But I don't. Where's Hendrick? Elliott's there because he's third in points. He's been running good, but we haven't really seen much else out of Hendrick. Larson. He needs to step up if Larson wants to win a second championship in a row and third overall. But
I feel like it's different because the last 3 tracks have been 2 super speedways and a road course.
Fair.
I feel like we'll start sorting it out in the next couple of weeks since we start going back to our normal mile and a halves.
That's true, but I don't know. We'll see.
I
look. The measuring stick that I look for Larson is Las Vegas.
Yeah.
If Larson doesn't finish top 5 at Las Vegas, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
That's just me. And Noah, you picked Christopher Bell, the
And
defending winner, who finished 3rd.
Yeah. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Pretty much. Another day, another pick. Yeah. So, just a crazy weekend. Lefts, rights, some ups, some downs. Pretty much, yeah.
Some walls.
And that's what it's all about.
Okay.
Some spins.
Some crashes. Yeah.
Some tire losses.
Yep. Some more spins.
Cool suit feeling.
Yep.
Heat exhaustion.
And some history making. We had a little bit of everything this weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say Coda's becoming one of my more popular picks for road courses, I will say.
Coda. Let me give a think about this. Is Coda better than Watkins Glen?
I say yes, honestly.
I do think so. Watkins Glen is obviously more iconic, and I feel like the finishes turn out better at Watkins Glen, but it just in an overall race from start to finish, what would you rather watch? I say Coda.
Give me Coda in 7.
Yeah, that's about right. Sonoma, can we just run Sonoma in March?
Yeah.
Or something?
Bring back the
run
West
it when
Coast
the
swing.
grass is green because we have rain tires.
Bring back the West Coast swing.
Yes, bring the West Coast Spring back. Bring Auto Club back. Just kidding. That's never coming back.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ugh. I'd love to write a piece on that. Just NASCAR, like why would you kill Auto Club? I mean, it was so good on the 2-mile configuration, and it had just that right amount of wear to just produce such exciting racing, and it just no.
Yeah, especially the next gen car.
I don't know. I mean, I really hope that Chicagoland in July is just so good. I mean, it was one of the only tracks good with the 550 horsepower package, and with the Gen 7 car plus the tire wear. I'm just looking forward to Chicagoland. But yeah, and San Diego. I'm looking forward to a lot of races this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially Phoenix for sure. Who can get on the right foot?
Also,
Can Briscoe get out of like 30th in points?
While we're at it, bring back Kentucky. Hot take.
Kentucky is never coming back. I wish Kentucky would come back as a Truex diehard fan? Yes. Yes, I would love Kentucky back. Kentucky got ruined with the reconfiguration.
Yeah.
And then it closed, and then yeah, they're gonna sell the zoning on Kentucky and probably demolish it.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, just I don't know. Yeah, so looking forward to Phoenix. Can Reddick go 4 in a row? Who knows? But that's all we got for today's special 50th episode of the Throttle 4 podcast. Thank you all to y'all who've tuned in since the beginning. But make sure you
shout out the OG members. That's all I gotta say.
Real. Make sure you tune in and listen and download on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Check out the Throttle 4 podcast, Instagram and TikToks, and the Chill Photography Instagram and TikToks as well. And yeah, so we'll be doing a more in-depth preview show for Phoenix on Friday. We got Cup and O'Reilly's and IndyCar all at Phoenix. IndyCar back at Phoenix for the first time since 2018. So
I'm curious how that racing's gonna be, to be honest.
And even when IndyCar ran then, it was in the old configuration.
Yeah.
And now it's in the new configuration, obviously, where the start-finish got moved and all that. And NHRA also kicks off their 75th anniversary season at Gainesville this weekend. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to some other exciting projects in the future. But yeah, that's all we got for this today's episode of the Throttle Floor podcast. Thank you to Evan and Noah for coming on, and yeah, that's all we got.
Catch y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.